Hello, class. I send you greetings from the island of Anguilla. No, I'm not in Anguilla, even though I wish I were. But I'm right here in Fort Pierce in my backyard and uh, dealing with this coronavirus um, pandemic that we are all facing. So I hope that all of you and your families are well and that you all are safe and healthy and that you don't have a huge financial burden because of this. So we all definitely have a lot to be thankful for. I hope that some of you were not found on Hutchinson Island recently, like a lot of people I heard were having tons of fun and potentially exposing more people to the coronavirus. So I hope that you're all abiding by these quarantine rules and making the best out of this very unique, different, and yes, challenging situation. But we will get beyond this. The college and, as you know, the country is working very hard to manage and work around everything. And so this is what we're doing as well. So this is why I'm here. I wanted to give you a short video on the the most pressing assignment that we have right now, which is your what would have been your group presentation. And so I know some of you had some reservations about it even before this whole coronavirus quarantine issue. But now I've kind of scaled it down because I do want you to do the research because we watched the movie and I thought, and I do believe that the topics are wonderful topics that you all have chosen. And I do want you to do that research because one of the major components of our course is research. And so I want you to continue on with that research because it will certainly help you when you look to do your research for your individual topics, which of course you all have to begin working on. I want to say very briefly about this new kind of thing that I've done in the class, which is what I'm calling rolling due dates. We've just gotten an email from our Vice President, Heather Belmont, and she did state in that email that I believe grades will not be due until April 28th. So we'll have like an additional week or a couple of days before grades will be due. And so that's giving us some more time. But I still want you to abide by those deadlines that we set before that was even in place and try to abide by that because that will kind of keep you on course. I know that we're all kind of like I'm working from home, we're doing things differently than we did before. I think those deadlines will help all of us to be on track and try to get some type of um, foundation onto when things should be done. And so please try to abide by those. But of course, these are rolling deadlines or due dates, meaning, you turn in things as soon as you possibly can. And I'm not going to make any deductions if you turn in things after the due dates that have been preset. But those are good guidelines in order for us to move forward with the projects, in order to move forward with these activities that we have due. So just know that if you have any further questions about that, I think later on this week I will be posting a number that where I can be reached. And so if you have discussions that you want to have, of course, about your topics as we start coming up with your individual topics for your papers, we can have those conversations and make those appointments so that we can communicate one-on-one. We will be having a collaborative session during our class time next week, and you should already see that posted in Blackboard if you'd like to attend that. Those are not mandatory. Those are just open for class discussions about general topics. And so it's a place for us all to come and to question and to discuss, and you'll see those in there. And I'm learning on how to present in that medium, and so we will try those out next week. Hopefully they'll work. So for the Presentation, it's going to be a summary paragraph that you're going to write as opposed to a presentation. You're going to present through a paragraph, I guess we could say. So I want you to summarize the peer-reviewed article that you found. So, for example, if your group was assigned or chose hypnosis as your topic, and you all divided up that topic into three different sections. So, for example, hypnosis in psychology, hypnosis in smoking addiction, hypnosis and methods, let's say, right? Each of you should be doing your different aspect of research based on that subtopic that you chose related to hypnosis. And so please make sure that you do research on that particular topic, find one article, and then present or write a summary of that article. So typically when we think of summary, we think of who, what, where, why, when, and how. So what is going on? What's this article's thesis? So for example, if you're doing something like hypnosis and smoking addiction, I'd like to know what that article has to say about smoking addiction, right? And hypnosis. Does hypnosis help to cure smoking addiction? Are there instances? Are there methods? Are there practices? There are tons of questions that could be asked and answered, and I'd like for you to present a couple of those in your summary paragraph. So that's definitely one thing that you want to think about doing there. If you still have a problem finding your article, I will be posting a link from our librarians who are great, by the way. They've set up a a wonderful little website where they have information and quick facts and frequently answered or asked questions, and they are available via the internet as well. So I will be sending you all that link very soon. I do want to see three things in your summary. I want to see you use one direct quote. So not a paraphrase, but you must use one direct quote from your peer-reviewed article, meaning I need to see quotation marks and I need to see words that actually come from that peer-reviewed article, and I need to see a parenthetical citation from the article in MLA or APA. We're using APA for the final paper, for the actual final paper, but for this you can use MLA. And so I need to see the quotation marks with the actual words from the text, and I need to see parenthetical citation in MLA format. And of course, the entire paper needs to be in MLA format with your proper heading in the upper left-hand corner, Times New Roman, size font 12. And then I need to see at least 200 words in a response. Okay, so I believe that's it for the peer-reviewed article and for rather your group presentation summary paragraph. So if anyone has any other questions, please feel free to email me, call me, send me a message, reach out to me, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. All right, be safe, be healthy, and you'll be hearing and seeing other videos based on the other topics of the assignments that are due after this group presentation summary paragraph. Okay, take care, class. Have a good one. All the best.